lights are bright, riding train to taking flight, talking plays and rival fights, football's pulse every night. State of football, here we go. Ryan and Trey, they run the show. Great power stories, highs and lows. Tune in now, the whistle blows.
Welcome to another episode of the State of Football Show. I'm your host, Hutch, and alongside me, as always, is Trey.
Hello, Hutch.
Hello, Trey. Got
Hutch, I
a.
appreciate. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I appreciate your patience this week with me being. Did you get my sick time requests? I don't know if you got those.
Yeah, I got your slips.
All right, good.
Yeah, everything's good. The
All right,
hours are accounted for, so we're
good.
solid.
I made it to almost March before I used up all my sick time for the year. So
Yeah.
doing good.
Yes, you are. You're doing very good, sir. But yeah,
It's good to be alive, man. I'm glad to be here.
yeah, being sick is never fun. Uh, yeah, especially for your age, it could be life-threatening.
That's right. You never know. You're just like one X-ray away from a lung X-ray. Oh God, I can't talk. You're one lung X-ray away from going to the hospital.
Yeah, that's right.
I still screwed that up. Anyways, man, I'll stop interrupting you. Get to it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we have a good one today. Just like last week, this week we're gonna go over the NFC North and what each team needs in the 2026 draft and free agency.
Yes,
And
sir.
I have the Bears and Lions, and I believe Trey, you have the Packers and Vikings. Hopefully.
Um, oh, dude, I actually did the Bears and Lions.
Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding. I got Packers and Vikings.
That would be funny.
Got Saints and Bucks. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that we got to figure out when we're going to do that division.
Oh, I was hoping you'd forget, and let's skip that one.
There's a chance we may forget that one.
Yeah. No, man, I got Packers and Vikes, and yeah, I'm ready to go, sir.
Yeah, I just want to hit on a couple, well, one thing for sure with the Vikings.
Okay.
Apparently, they are trying to get rid of McCarthy, the quarterback.
Yeah, they I was gonna bring that up, but they I haven't unless you got more updated news, but a lot of the mocks are picking on I guess not a mock, but they're saying they're gonna sign a veteran to bring in to try to give them some insurance and possibly compete for a starting position.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because McCarthy was not. I mean, he had his ups and downs. He had some good games, against the Cowboys. He looked really good, but he also had some really bad games.
Yeah, I just don't. I never really understood the what everyone saw on him, especially to be drafted that high.
Yeah, I remember watching him in that Michigan when they won the Natty, and just kind of thinking he's a really good college quarterback,
Yeah.
and that's going to be about the extent of his career. I never really saw him going, um, starting for an NFL team.
Yeah, I just thought he didn't really have a very good arm, personally. But supposedly he his bread and butter was throwing it over the middle in college. I guess just having that I don't want to say gunslinger mentality, but just like I can fit it into any window, so to
Yeah,
speak. But not like the Brett Favre style. There's like three
yeah.
defenders around, but yeah.
He's not humming it in there at 75 miles per hour,
No, he's not like a like
breaking receivers' fingers.
yeah, he's not he doesn't have that Caleb Williams arm.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I mean, if you want to, since we're already talking about the Vikings, you want me to start on it?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go with that, man.
Okay. Yeah, they I have to switch some things around. I was going to go Packers first, but I can do Vikes real quick. So they are actually, I was surprised to find this out, but they're actually way over the salary cap. They have to make some serious cuts um to get under the cap. They're or I mean like to get, out of the luxury, but they're sitting at 49 million over the cap right now. They have a lot of veterans that are projected to be cut. Um, I know not Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jacobs, the running
Uh-huh.
back. Hang on, let me get back to my list, dude. Trying to remember where I wrote everything down. To be honest, they got a center Ryan Kelly who had some concussion problems. Javon Hargrave, a defensive tackle, and then tight end T.J. Hawkins, and then of course I think their safety Harrison Smith. I think he's predicted to retire. He's 37 years old.
Oh wow.
So a lot of cuts coming, and then like we already stated earlier, their biggest needs, quarterbacks actually listed as one of their biggest needs. Most people think, like I said, they're going to explore bringing in a veteran to give McCarthy some competition and maybe just, like I said, a good solid backup because he was injured a few times last season.
Yeah, do you have any potential quarterbacks that they're looking at by
No,
chance?
I didn't see anything like that. Um, I guess I could have looked at who's free, but I honestly didn't think about it.
Well,
Philip Rivers, maybe, I don't know.
uh, what is your opinion about them maybe trading for Kyler Murray?
Uh, I don't know that that would be an improvement, to be honest with you, from McCarthy.
Really?
I didn't I didn't see anything that's I never saw anything good in Kyler Murray. He's tiny and he makes bad decisions with the ball. I don't think he's a good quarterback either. I don't think he's any better than like JJ McCarthy. Do you?
I think he's way better than JJ McCarthy, but that's
He got benched by the Cardinals and they're terrible.
yeah, but I think that's partly because of how much better the offense was working with the was it Brissett, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean the whole Cardinals team is terrible though.
yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
I just is Kyler Murray on the trading block? Is that something?
yeah, it's not it's pretty much like everyone's talking about it, but the Cardinals haven't actually said it. So kind of take it for what it's worth, but I mean, he's a solid 3,500 yard quarterback and 20 plus touchdowns. So I'm not for sure how much McCarthy had, but I know it's not that. That's for sure.
When did Kyler Murray have that?
Last season, or not last season, but the season before that, because he only played 5 games last season.
I
But
mean, I don't know. I don't know what you have open right now, but I mean, so we're talking what 2024 Cardinals.
yeah, 2024 Cardinals, 3,800 yards, 21 touchdowns. Um, 2023 he had 17, or he had 1,800 yards, but that's when he tore his ACL. And then 2022 he threw for 2,300 yards, but he only played 11 games. And then 24 or 21 he played or he threw for nearly 3,800 yards. So, and he only played 14 games that season.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's not. I guess that's mid-level quarterback, 3,000 yards a season. I mean, we're not talking like Drew Brees or Tom Brady numbers, like getting up to close to 5,000. I don't know that season you're referencing. They were like 8-9, not even a winning season.
Yeah, but that just shows you how bad his team is, but he's still playing at a decent level.
God, did they really? This year they still made the playoffs at 8 and 9. I mean, they snuck into the wild card.
Could have been one of those weird years.
He had 11 interceptions, 30 sacks.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I guess if I'm
Well, he's only
if
been
I'm
to the
stuck
playoffs 1 year. That's in 2021.
if I'm stuck picking between Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy, I think I have bigger problems, and it's just a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, but you also have to realize that the whole um, O'Connell, that would probably be his best coach he's ever had. So you have to put that into.
Take that into account.
Yeah, I mean, if he can make the throws. I mean, would you say that Sam Darnold was a better quarterback than Kyler Murray 2 seasons ago?
No, probably not. To be honest with you,
So
you think that?
it's,
Okay.
I mean, what if Kyler Murray was on that Vikings team last season instead of Sam Darnold? You know, I think they could have had a similar success.
Yeah, I mean,
What I'm trying to say is it's
maybe.
going to be a lot cheaper to get Kyler Murray than it is going to be to draft some guy that you don't even know or some
No,
old veteran like not that they would do this, but like Philip Rivers.
yeah, Philip Rivers. I mean, there's some other guys that are free this year that aren't that old. Daniel Jones, for example, he's free. I know he's obviously coming off an injury, but he's available. Aaron Rodgers is still out there.
Yeah,
Flack, Flacco, Russell Wilson's still out there.
yeah, and also Anthony Richardson for the Colts.
Yeah, yeah. He's man. I don't know that he's better than any of those two. But I mean, the Kevin O'Connell thing is something to take into account for sure. Trey Lance, he's available.
I mean, that's what I'm basing it off of. If you have the attributes to
Yeah,
be a good quarterback and you've shown it in the past, I believe he can make O'Connell can make that quarterback way better.
yeah.
That's my personal opinion. So that's the only reason I say Kyler
I
Murray
mean,
because they want to move off of him.
if that's, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if that's your argument, then why can't he make JJ McCarthy a better quarterback?
He's a rookie, and I don't really think he sees the field very well, personally.
Yeah,
And Kyler's more of a veteran,
that's true.
so
That's crazy to say. That's crazy to think about, but he is.
yeah, 7 years in the league.
You get Tua. Tua might be cut.
Yeah, but you gotta not saying Kyler doesn't get hurt, but you got that whole concussion stuff.
Yeah, yeah. That's a legit concern.
Yeah, you have to
I don't.
worry
I
if he
mean,
gets hit.
I mean, I think the route is definitely trying to sign one of these guys.
All right, we're good.
Okay, gotta go handle some business.
Oh no, Tucker is going to bed.
Oh yeah, yeah. My house is pretty lively. Like we might have some kids popping in.
Nice.
It's Friday night.
It's good old
Well,
Friday.
I don't know. They gotta clear up some cap space, and I think their biggest needs, even more so than quarterback. I mean, you could argue is their defense.
Hmm.
A lot of mocks have them drafting a cornerback. They have the 16th pick, I believe. Uh,
18th.
I can't.
I think it's the 18th.
I couldn't. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's the Packers. I'm maybe getting my two teams confused. Yeah, 18. You're right. So Some of the mocks have them drafting a cornerback out of Clemson, and I'm gonna screw up his name because his first name is Avion, Avieon. I don't know how you say that.
Yeah, Avion
Avion
Avion Taylor.
Terrell.
Yeah.
So looking at him, I can't remember if this is the small guy or not. One of them was kind of tiny. Yeah, it's
He's
this guy.
5'11".
Yeah, 5'11", 180. So same size as me. Just just a
Oh, you're way bigger, Trey. What are you talking
little,
about?
just a solid little tank out there. Um,
Little tank.
yeah, just
I like
So
it.
he had, let's see, he actually had 3 sacks at his size. I thought was pretty impressive. So I'm sure that's like because I think he can play. This is the guy that can play anywhere. He can play slot. He can play outside. Um, he had 30 solo tackles, 5 forced fumbles. He didn't have any interceptions, but he had 9 passes defended.
Nice.
So good, solid corner. But there was another guy that I kind of liked better because he had some good interception numbers, but he was hurt. So Jermond McCoy,
Yeah.
another cornerback out of Tennessee, 6 foot 195. A lot of these cornerbacks are 6 feet 195. That's like a pretty common size.
Uh-huh.
But he had 4 interceptions and 7 pass defended. I don't know how to say that in past tense. Passes defended. Um, but he tore his ACL. He missed all of last year with a torn ACL. But he's back. He says he's healthy, ready to go. He's actually like foregoing another year of eligibility to play with. I believe he played Tennessee. Yeah, to come into the draft.
Okay.
I thought that was a little weird because he could go make some NIL money or something like that. But he's going for the draft, and I don't know. I don't think he's as versatile as Terrell, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I liked his. For some reason, those sack numbers stood out to me. I really liked those. I mean, the interceptions. I'm sorry, the interception numbers.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Um, and then I was to see if there was another one I had. I believe that's the only 2 guys I really kind of looked into. Yeah, they have more picks. I mean, they got a pick in every round of the draft. Actually,
Got quite a few picks.
yeah, yeah, they do. But I mean, like I said, a lot of the mocks are picking them to take a cornerback in that first round.
Yeah, so it looks like a little defensive first round potentially.
Yeah, yeah, because I think they're looking for somebody. I can't. Their cornerback situation wasn't the best last season.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't believe Isaiah Rogers is still playing. I feel like he's been in the league forever, but they're looking for somebody to pair with Byron Murphy Jr. And then, of course, like I mentioned earlier, Harrison Smith probably going to retire. They're going to need some help in that secondary.
Yeah.
Of course, they also need a center. They're going to need some help there, and then they might need a running back as well with um, Aaron Jones going to be cut probably. So, yeah, man.
You can just find those running backs anywhere, Trey.
I mean, dude. Okay, so you want to know? I got some trivia here. We can bring it up now if you
Let's
want.
do it.
But
I love it.
last time the Vikings had the first overall pick, any idea? You want to take a guess?
Last time they had the pick.
Number 1 pick, number 1 overall.
Ooh. Let's do. Is it in the 90s?
No, it's a long time ago. Maybe
Okay.
when our fathers were born. I'm just assuming your father's age.
1963. Are they even around?
Close. 1960. Well, they had 1968 was their, I guess,
Okay.
their last number 1. So they've picked first overall twice. 1968. They picked. Let's see. I want to make sure I get this one right. They picked an offensive tackle Ron Yari, and then they had another one in 1961 where they picked running back Tommy Mason.
Okay.
And
Tommy Mason.
so, and then to go along with that, since my other team is the Packers, I looked them up. Any guesses to when the Packers picked number one overall? It was further back than the Vikings. I'll give you that hint.
Let's do 1956.
Close, dude. 1959.
Oh, okay.
Number one overall was Randy Duncan, a quarterback out of Iowa.
Wow.
And then they've also had two number one picks. Their first one was 1957. They picked this guy is a running back slash QB.
Okay.
Yeah, his name was Paul Hornung out of Notre Dame. So that was, yeah. And then, so I thought it was interesting. They both picked running backs. Obviously, back then, those were pretty important. So, do you know the last time a running back was picked first overall?
Oof. Like just in the whole NFL?
Yeah, the whole NFL, last time a running back was picked in the first overall, with the first overall pick.
1985.
About 10 years too early on your guess. 1995.
Okay. Who's
The
that?
Bengals. The Bengals selected Kaijana Carter.
Wow. Like
Yeah,
who?
I don't know. It's Ki-Jana. So I'm saying Kaijana. It could be Kaijana. I have no idea.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the last time a running back, and maybe that's why, because I've never heard of him. So
Cincinnati. Wow, okay. I guess they're trying to get off that man, there's really a lot of good running backs in the 90s, so I guess it kind of makes sense to try to hit on your player, right?
yeah, yeah. I mean, some notable first round, or I'm sorry, first pick that were running backs were Earl Campbell was a first overall pick, and
Yeah,
then O.J. Simpson, number one overall pick.
there you go.
Yeah.
Now we're
So
talking.
now we're going. So I don't know. I just thought I just kind of went down a little pick rabbit hole or something.
I like it. I like it. It's good. Good stuff.
But yeah, man. So that's kind of all I got on the Vikings. I didn't really dive into the later rounds, mainly because I couldn't really find anything. Um, but maybe I'm not looking in the right spots. Do you got do you got any Vikings stuff you want to throw out there?
Uh I mean the main thing was the quarterback stuff
Yeah.
with the Vikings. Let's see.
And I know we were talking a lot about their head coach, but don't forget Brian Flores is their DC, and he's also a really good coach.
Yeah, he's a heck of a coach.
Yeah,
Especially defensive wise. I don't really know about the whole head coach thing. I think he tried to be like Bill Belichick too much, you know?
yeah, no, yeah, definitely DC is where he belongs.
I don't know. It's just kind of weird with the whole Viking situation. I just feel like they're need to retool that offensive line a little bit.
Yeah,
I do remember watching a couple games and it looked like the O line was pretty bad. Uh, and then that quarterback play, man, I think that's
yeah,
the biggest thing, honestly.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, they're definitely going to bring in somebody. Probably not through the draft, probably a veteran, but um, they're not they're not convinced that McCarthy is their franchise quarterback.
Yeah. Trying to see. Oh yeah, that's who it was. Marcus Mariota, the free agent too.
Yep.
Uh,
It's not like the Commanders need a backup.
yeah, they'll probably go with somebody younger.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's not very many free agent quarterbacks that are looking too hot on this list.
No,
Can't believe
like
Russell's already 37 years old.
yeah. I mean, I think despite the injury, Daniel Jones might be like the biggest one out there. Maybe you could say,
I
even
feel
with
like,
the injury.
yeah, but I feel like the Colts are going to re-sign him.
Probably, probably. Malik Willis.
Yeah, I don't understand what's all the hype with him. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Hmm. Yeah, they're going to have to figure something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have
Well,
anything on the Vikings other than the
well,
quarterback.
then I can talk about the Packers unless you want to talk about one of your teams.
Yeah, let me get in there. Tag me in.
All right,
We got
go
the
for it.
we got the Bears, Trey. The Bears.
Bears.
Yeah. 11-6 last season. Heck of a playoff run. They were super exciting. The whole Caleb Williams plays
Yeah,
were just I mean,
great game, man.
he had two really good plays on both of the
Yeah,
playoff games that were just
dude. Throwing it like 65 yards down the field with your feet off the ground. I don't understand how he did
it's just crazy to
that.
I mean, it's quite impressive. His arm talent is definitely there.
Yeah,
I mean, he probably doesn't have I couldn't think of a better coach to put him with than Ben
yeah.
Johnson. So, but with that being
Definitely,
said,
definitely a step up from Matt Eberflus.
yeah, this is definitely the best coach they've had in forever, honestly,
Yeah,
for a very long time.
yeah,
Uh, they do have the first in the first round. They have the pick number 25, and let's see here. They're 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have 7 total picks this season or this draft. And the second round, they do get to pick at 57, so a pretty decent second round pick.
yeah.
Chicago, just like many teams, Trey, they need some offensive line help, particularly left tackle.
It's an important position.
It is. And they are also defense heavy on the needs. They need defensive tackle, linebacker, defensive end, safety. I mean, I think pretty much every team needs help on offensive line and defensive end for the most part.
Yeah,
Like it's pretty common theme. Um, they are
yeah,
kind of currently in the crapper for the salary cap, but it's kind of hard to because I know you had looked at the Vikings as well, and they look pretty bad right now.
yeah.
But I think they have to wait until the new year starts for some of their salary to cut off. And I think it'll give them more salary cap. So those numbers will probably look a little bit better uh,
Oh, okay.
here within a couple months, I believe.
Even the Vikings.
Yeah, because I mean, like Dallas is technically in cap hell, but I don't think technically the year has reset, if
Okay.
that makes sense.
Can I ask you a question since you brought them up?
Yeah,
So they're going to franchise Pickens.
they did.
Yeah, yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Um, does that go against their? Does that just max out all their free agency money, or I mean, does that go against their cap?
Yep.
So
Yeah. He hasn't
that's just
signed it, so technically it doesn't yet.
so that's it then. They can't do anything else because that's like a huge. That's going to be all their cap space, I think.
No, they're gonna restructure people. Uh
You think so?
yeah, Kenny Clark's for sure going to get restructured, if not
Okay.
cut or traded. I would assume it's going to get restructured.
You know how pissed I'll be if they.
I don't think they will because Christian Parker, the Cowboys DC, he really likes Kenny Clark. So
I
I
mean,
don't.
they see him as a leader in the locker room.
Yeah,
And
I don't think he's going anywhere. They'll just restructure his contract. I think personally, and they're gonna definitely restructure Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. It's just like Kansas
yeah,
City does it every year with Patrick Mahomes. It's normal. It's nothing
yeah,
crazy, and that'll free up a lot of money. Uh, but kind of my other concern, honestly, which is kind of silly at the end of the day, is Brandon Aubrey.
yeah.
Like, I do not want to be paying my kicker as much as what has been said that he wants.
Okay, so are you talking about the $10 million number?
No,
Because
I'm talking about him wanting,
okay,
I think it's like, I've heard 8 million and I've heard 7.5, roughly. And I just think that's way too much for a kicker.
yeah, because I don't know who it is. I could look it up, but I think the highest paid kicker right now is making 6.5 million.
Yeah, it's Buckner for the Chiefs, I believe.
Okay, and so obviously I
I,
would think so. So I heard earlier somebody put it out there that he wants 10 million, but he's come out and said that that's false. Somebody just made that up. He doesn't want 10 million, but he does want to be the highest paid kicker in the league.
yeah.
And I kind of think he should be the highest paid kicker in the league, but not by that margin. I would like 8 million or whatever you said. That's
Yeah, I mean, I would if you're going to be the highest paid kicker, I'm literally making you the highest paid kicker because you make $100,000 more than the last one.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm I just think 7 million is way too much for a kicker, personally.
Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt he's solid, right? I mean,
Yeah, you
I
flaked
think
off at the end.
almost to the detriment of the team because I think once the Cowboys got inside the 40, they got pretty conservative
Yes.
because they didn't want to lose 3 points, you know. Um, but I don't know. I just don't know if you can pay him that much because he can. It's not like he's not a quarterback. He's not gonna win you a game, but he can certainly lose you a game. You know, it's a weird position. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, he can win you a game.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, yeah, if he's got a game-winning field goal, yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. He's just not the one driving you down the field and getting the yards. You know what I mean? It's a weird position because they're very important, but they're also I mean there are teams that have won and didn't pay their kickers $8 million a year.
Yeah, I just don't think you should be paying that much personally because you
Yeah,
could sign a potential pretty good, halfway decent veteran or whatever for that amount. That's a more important position.
yeah, yeah. It just like if you're relying on your kicker that much, what does that say about your team? I guess like
Yeah, you're probably not moving the ball like you should.
yeah, touchdowns are worth more points. So let's try to get those. Let's focus on touchdowns.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to get us off on
Oh no, I'm the one that brought up the Brandon Aubrey thing, so it's all
that. Yeah,
good.
it started with me with George Pickens, but
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, we're talking about the Bears cap situation.
obviously talking about the Bears cap situation.
Yeah. Uh, I do expect something to happen with their cap, whether they potentially move on from DJ Moore and he's the wide receiver, and then
Yeah,
Grady Jarrett, the defensive tackle. He's getting up there in age, so I think those two guys
yeah.
potentially are going to be on the team next season. So
I
that
mean,
will help them out.
they had that other wide receiver. Um, I can't remember his name right now.
Uh, Luther Burden,
Yeah.
yeah, the
Yes.
rookie,
Yeah, he was really good last year. So
yeah. Uh, but yeah, the free agency moves. It's kind of funny my list. I put a bunch of defensive ends because I kind of feel like any of these guys the Bears could pick up, to be quite honest. But we have Jadeveon Clowney, uh,
Yep.
Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack. This one may be a stretch. Trey Hendrickson with the contract that he's going to want. So that's
Yeah.
probably the least likely, to be quite honest.
Yeah. He's gonna want a lot of money.
Yeah. Um, and Devin Lloyd, he's a linebacker out of Jacksonville. He has been linked to the Bears potentially, and potentially Jalen Hawkins, and he is a safety with New England, or was a safety with New England. So, uh, that being said, let's see. I have two potential first round picks for the Bears on my mock drafts. And I would like to note that Caden McDonald is typically selected the most in the mock drafts, and that's also followed by Caleb Banks. But my pick in my mock draft for the Bears is Caden McDonald. He's a defensive tackle out of Ohio State, and he is a big boy. He's 6'3", 326, and he is a run stopping defensive tackle.
Hell yeah, dude, 6'3", 326.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
That
a
is
big
it's a
boy.
wide boy, dude.
And you're going to love this.
That's like if you were 326 pounds. That's insane.
Yeah, you so they described him as a beer keg build.
Yeah, yeah. For I mean, the viewers out there don't know you, but like I do, and I'm just picturing you at 326, and I'm that's so big, dude.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Uh, but what really stood out to me is the 30 run stops in 2025, which is tied for the most for the interior defenders. So definitely getting a good run stopping defensive tackle, which makes sense in the division, especially with the Lions.
Oh yeah, yeah. That two-headed monster in
Yeah.
Detroit.
And then they compare him to a Event Horizon, which I thought was funny.
Oh yeah.
So my second potential first round pick for them, which makes a lot of sense, is Caleb Lemieux. I think is how you say his name, Lemieux. He's a left tackle out of Utah.
Oh okay.
Uh, he's a big boy too. He's 6'6", 305.
Hell yeah.
But just
That's a great size for left tackle. I love that.
a massive man.
God,
But
dude.
he's just a high ceiling tackle. He's you're gonna love this. I always like to write this down. Elite length.
Yeah. Unlike that guy from Miami who doesn't have elite length, we found out.
Yeah, Bane.
Yeah, Bane. That's like the shortest arms ever in the history of NFL.
Yeah, but did you see Adam Schefter's thing about that?
Uh,
That multiple people measured him and everyone had different lengths for his arms.
oh really?
Yeah, so I feel like he's getting the short end of the stick, to be quite honest.
I mean, he was good. I don't know why it matters.
Yeah, if you watch like him playing, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, the memes are going nuts with it. You see all of his pictures. He's got these little baby arms. T-Rex Bane or something, or T Bane, I think is what I've
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
Just insane. I feel bad for him,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
but
it's just like, like when Kyler Murray or one of
dude,
the other shorter quarterbacks was coming out of the draft. It was,
uh,
you know, too much time spent on their height. I think Kyler Murray like was on a decompression table trying to get an extra inch or something like that.
yeah, just completely upside down for 24 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
Insane.
For sure.
But and he's nimble and is a balance as a pass blocker, which makes 100% sense for them because Caleb's going to
Yeah.
be throwing the football a lot. Um Huh?
That was my pass block.
Oh, nice. I thought you were like something. I thought you were seizing out on me.
Yeah, there's a bug under my tape.
Yeah, you and your bugs.
Yeah.
But my draft thoughts for the Bears is they have a limited selection of players at pick 25. I do believe they will pick the best player available, whether it's a left tackle or defensive tackle in mind. I don't think this will happen, but I have seen some interesting trades with the Bears to get Max Crosby, but I just don't see that happening,
Okay.
especially with, I think they would have to give up too much. And on top of that, the contract situation. So, um, but yeah, that's what I got for the Bears.
Nice. Did you have anything on their stadium? I've been hearing. Have you heard about this? That
Yeah, it's
they might move to, was it Indiana or something? They made,
yeah, but it's really not that far, I don't think.
but would they still be to the Chicago Bears if they're playing in
Well, are the
Indiana?
Dallas Cowboys still the Dallas Cowboys when they play in Arlington?
Yeah, they are, but it's still in Texas. We're talking like a different state here.
Yeah, but the New York Giants, don't they play in New Jersey?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a great point, Hutch. Great point. That's
And
why you're
you
the host of this show.
trying to I had looked this up when it was like a big deal, and I don't think it was that far.
Okay.
I can't remember, but I mean, it looked like it was probably an hour drive maybe. I think it's
Okay.
a lot bigger deal than what it's really made out to be.
Okay. I believe you.
But honestly, good because everyone hates Chicago, so whatever.
All right. Well, I can get into some Packers if you want.
Do it because now I want to know again about the Indiana thing.
Okay. I'll I'll vamp while you research this. So the Packers of Green Bay, obviously they have no first round pick. Do you remember why they have no first round pick, Coach?
Green Bay,
Yeah,
because we took it.
right. We took it. We took two of them. So they, and you know where their biggest need is, Hutch?
Defensive end.
Defensive tackle. Defensive tackle.
It'd been more funny if it's defensive end
Yeah. No, they got solid defensive end. He just tore his ACL, but he'll be back. He'll be back and he'll be ready to go.
next year.
Yeah, but no, losing Kenny Clark obviously left a big gaping hole at defensive tackle that they need to fill. They also had some need at cornerback. Jair Alexander is going to retire, I think.
Okay.
It says departures. I don't know what happened to him, but Jair Alexander and Eric Stokes are gone. They relied on some dude named Nate Hobbs and a seventh round pick named Micah Robinson to play cornerback for them mainly last season. They even brought in Trayvon Diggs a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, they did.
so they got some need there as well. Their center, I think he has some injury issues. I think they're looking to maybe get some more help at center. And then of course wide receiver. I think they're gonna lose Romeo Dobbs and Christian Watson. They're both entering contract years. And then they also lost their backup quarterback, Malik Willis. Now, I'm gonna have to put my glasses on because the screen is getting blurry. I apologize. It's just gonna it's gonna reflect off of them. So
You're good.
I'm an old man, Hutch. Um, they are also over the cap, but I'm second guessing this after hearing what you said. But they're projected to be 33 million over the cap. So
Okay.
they also need to make some cuts. But I think I don't know, some of the players I had mentioned, if they lost them, they would get some help with the cap. I think their center was like a big one. I think the center's cap hit's gonna be 24 million. So
Hmm.
that could help them. Another one is, let's see, I don't know, man. Or Sean Gary, I don't know his position, but he's projected to make 28 million. They could cut him. Aaron Banks at 24 million, and then Nate Hobbs. I think he was one of their.
Sean Gary, he's a defensive end.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, because it says here declining production, 0 sacks, no sacks. But anyways, so like I said, they have no first round pick. They don't pick until round 2. They have the 52nd pick. That'll be their first pick in the draft. Um, some potential target for them at 52 would be a defensive back. I believe he's a cornerback. Cornerback. Colton Hood out of Tennessee. Let me pull up his thing. So,
I don't think
like
that's
I
gonna
said,
happen.
you don't think so? You think he's going to go before that?
He'll go in the first round.
You think so?
Yeah. Colton Hood from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going in the first round.
How dare you? To who?
I mean, it could be quite a few. It depends on how the whole McCoy thing shakes out because of his leg.
Yeah.
So,
The guy I mentioned earlier, Jamon McCoy.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, you still have people on the end of the first round that need a cornerback, like the Rams. They need a cornerback. Uh, I could actually see the Seahawks picking them up too. So, because I think they're losing one of their, I think they're losing one of their cornerbacks. So,
Well, screw me then. Maybe he won't be there.
or even the Cowboys, they could pick up. They need a cornerback.
I mean, he's not. I guess he's solid. I can't remember if this is the guy that was ranked like 6th out of all DBs. Because I feel like I remember writing that down somewhere, but I don't seeing it now in my notes. But um, I mean, 6 foot, 195, typical. Like I said earlier, like they're all 6 foot, 195.
Yeah,
One interception last year, 8 passes defended, 34 solo tackles. I always like, I don't know, that solo tackle number. I wish I could dive more into that because I mean that kind of to me says he's given up a lot of passes, like a lot of completions. But that, of course, that could also be like a run stop.
could be your defense really sucks.
I mean, yeah, that too. I'm just saying, like, if it's a solo tackle, to me that means the receiver caught the ball or something. But I guess 34 for a whole season. I mean, I don't know. You'd have to see how many times he was thrown to and all that stuff too, as well.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
know that's a stat. I just got to pay for that stat. Maybe we should pay for those stats, Hutch.
The PFF.
Yeah, yeah, maybe we should. I don't know. Okay. Well, since Hutch says he's going to be gone, what about Kristen Miller, defensive tackle out of Georgia? What you got on him?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
don't
think
know
he'll be
the
there?
I don't know the guy, so sure.
Okay. Let me oh, I muted myself.
Uh-oh.
Um, I'm back. So he's a defensive tackle. He is 6'4", 305 out of Georgia. 1.5 sacks, 10 solos. I didn't really get his hype, but this is the guy. He's ranked number 6 out of all defensive tackles in the draft.
6'4".
6'4". I'm sorry. What did I say?
Well, you said you didn't know his height.
Oh, my bad.
I
No,
gave it to you.
6'4", 305. And as we stated earlier, they need a defensive tackle, losing Kenny Clark in the trade. Um, I don't know.
I
This
do
guy could
see you're gonna
good guy.
You're gonna like this. So on NFL.com, his weakness lacks mass and girth.
Yeah. I don't, what's the standard size of a defensive tackle? Is it not 305? I thought that was pretty good.
I don't know the actual. I think it depends on what kind of defensive tackle he is,
Yeah.
because there's different ones, but that seems pretty solid.
Yeah.
I would assume like 325 ish area around there.
Okay. There's some other cornerbacks. Malik Muhammad from Texas. Um, Brandon Cisse. I don't know how to say his last name, but another quarterback out of South Carolina that could be there for him. So, I mean, I don't know. Projections are they're probably going to try to go secondary in their first pick in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Um, After that, though, they have a pick in every round following that, and then including 3 picks in the 7th round.
Yeah, like it's kind of hard for you to pick somebody because he's in their first picks the second round, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah. I feel like they never really get a first round draft pick for some reason, or it's
Yeah,
usually
that's
really low.
a good question. And I know, gosh, I read, didn't they? Don't they have a new? They have a new something, right? A new OC.
Offensive
Yeah.
coordinator. Uh, because he went to where did he go? Was it the
But
Commanders?
well, I thought that was the quarterback coach.
Yeah, the quarterback coach went to the Commanders. I don't think they have
Yeah.
an OC.
Yeah, I mean, I know LaFleur calls the plays. I didn't know if he was
Oh,
like,
uh, Baltimore Ravens? Is that what it was?
oh yeah. No, that wasn't it. He was the DC. Whatever. Jonathan Gannon. That's their new defensive coordinator.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the coach leaving.
Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. I meant to. I knew they had brought in somebody new. Just
Okay.
couldn't remember if it was the OC or the DC. But Jonathan Gannon,
Miss. Gotcha.
former head coach of the Cardinals, is their new defensive coordinator.
Okay. Oh, going back to the Bears stadium thing, it's
Yes.
27 miles away.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah,
I could run that.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's driving from Fort Worth to Dallas.
easy.
What's the big deal?
It's just different state.
Yeah.
Not Chicago.
CAG.
But yeah, man, that's what I got on the Packers.
Well,
Apparently, my apparently Colton Hood won't be there, so
I don't
whatever.
think he will be, man. Don't.
We'll just find out, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see here in a couple months.
We will. I hope the Cowboys pick a linebacker.
Uh, I mean, there's a good chance they can, but it kind of also depends on what the Commanders end up doing because they could go defensive end or linebacker too. So if they end up, if the Commanders ended up going linebacker, that could be bad news for the Cowboys if you want them to get a linebacker.
Yeah. I just with their 12th pick, I was hoping. Well, not the 12th one, the second one. What is that number? 20? I can't remember.
21, I think.
Yeah, that one.
20 or 20th pick, yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I think that'll be a defensive end.
I think the. I mean, I don't know, man. The Packers have a lot of needs, and without a first round pick, they really got to hit on these other ones.
Yeah, they haven't really been very solid in the draft. I don't feel like.
No, and even like 52nd, it's not a super early second round pick.
Mm-mm.
It's like, middle of the round. So they're going to have to wait a long time before they finally get to add to their team.
Yeah, I mean, they have good players, but
Yeah.
not good to lose that first round pick, that's for sure. But they did get Micah Parsons. So
What more do you need?
that's right. He just gives you a podcast, though, for right now.
All right.
Well, it looks like I'm next.
Yes, we saved the best for last.
Yeah, so I have the Detroit Lions. Last season one was a little not so good for them at 9-8. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying you. We saved you for last, not the Lions. I didn't mean the Lions.
Oh, I gotcha. They did end up hiring a new OC. I think his name is Drew Pinsky.
Sounds
Pitts
like a Lions OC.
Pitzing, something like that. He was the OC for the Cardinals, so I don't know how I feel about that, to be quite
Well,
honest.
he had a terrible quarterback, so.
I don't know. They cooked the Cowboys, so
Who did it, man? Who didn't cook the Cowboys?
yeah, that's true. Their defense was terrible.
JJ McCarthy looked like Tom Brady when he played the Cowboys.
Dude, I was so mad about that game because I was out of town and I was staying in a hotel having to watch that garbage.
Yeah,
Like, you gotta be kidding me.
yeah. That may have been the game that we were at the Grand Canyon and I'm watching it in standard depth on a hotel TV.
It could have been. It's
I don't remember.
like in
There was one.
November.
Maybe it was the last Commanders game I watched like that. I don't remember.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah, they have quite a few picks. Their first round pick is pick number 17. And then I believe so they have 8 total picks. Pick 17, and then in round 2 they have pick 50. And then it's just sporadic throughout the rest of the draft. Detroit Lions draft needs, like many other teams, offensive tackle.
okay. Thought you were gonna say DB, like everything else we've been talking about.
No, they need a DB as well. They need a cornerback.
Okay.
Yep. Uh, need another edge rusher on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson,
Yeah.
and a interior offensive lineman, more likely a guard. I don't know if they need a center or not, but yeah, just the prototypical needs for majority of teams.
Yeah.
My thoughts on the Lions. You're gonna love this. Lions need to get back to biting kneecaps, and that
Yeah.
starts in the trenches on both sides of the ball.
Yep.
Lions need an extra pass rusher to complement Aiden Hutchinson and address the offensive line issues for Jared Goff. Lions are not in a favorable cap space situation, but they can fix it by restructuring Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown's contract.
Man. Who is in a good salary cap situation? I feel like all these teams we're talking about are not, they're all over the cap.
Yeah, it's kind of skewed right now, I think, but
Yeah. Like you were saying earlier.
yeah. So it's kind of probably not fair to bring it up, but I always think it's nice to know. Potential free agency moves, if they don't decide to address some of these needs, is the top one, which is a division rival, uh, Rasheed Walker, left tackle for the Packers. He's a potential candidate. we talked about him last week. His name is Jermaine Elmanure, the left tackle for
Yeah.
the Giants. He could potentially be a player that they have interest in. And then we have a couple cornerbacks like Denzel Ward, which is he's with the Browns. Jamal Dean, he's a cornerback with the Bucks. And of course, the edge rushers, Jadavion Clowney is one, and Joey Bosa. So I kind of hope Joey Bosa goes to the 49ers to
Yeah.
be to
His
be on.
brother.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool.
The Bosa brothers.
Yeah. I'd be all over that. Um as far as my draft picks or mock draft, I have them selecting Akeem Mesidor, defensive end for Miami. He's 6'3", 280. The only downside is he's 25 already.
Damn.
Yeah. Um,
Stayed in there a while.
he did. He's one of the COVID guys. So, um, but I mean, the Lions kind of are in a win now mode, so I kind of think it's somewhat irrelevant, to be
Yeah.
quite honest, because they need a. I kind of feel like their window's shrinking now.
I was about to say that. Like their window is getting shorter for sure.
Yeah, they've had two really good seasons. I think they need to do something this season, and if they don't, it's probably going to get pretty close to closing.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, Akeem Mesidor, he's explosive first step. He's a relentless attacker, so he just keeps going, never stops. And what's pretty cool, because I freaking hate them, the worst play in football, he is quick recognition on the screens.
Oh yeah. You're
Yeah,
a hater of the screen. I didn't know that.
yeah, I don't like the screen. I just hate
You don't
those
like this?
things. No,
Oh man,
just never
I like
work.
it.
They never work.
I mean, but when they sometimes they do, and when they do, they can get you some yards.
Yeah, when they do. Yeah,
I love I love seeing a guard or a tackle out there in space with just a little tiny defensive back trying to, and they just like yeet them like 10 yards out of bounds. I love that. Give me that all day.
you're sick. You know that?
I'm saying what?
You're a sick
What?
man.
What? I feel like there's a lot of people that agree with me on that.
Yeah, that is pretty cool, but it doesn't happen very often, to be frank.
I mean, it happens every screenplay or whatever.
Now, usually a linebacker eats up the play, and then the guard misses the
Yeah, it's
block.
true. Yeah, the guard's really slow to get to the linebacker.
Let's be for real.
I mean, you're asking those big boys to do a lot. You're asking them to get out there pretty quick.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these new screens too are all wide receiver screens. So it's like they never get out there.
Yeah,
It's kind of lame. It's just, wide receivers that don't want to block already.
yeah, yeah. And tight end screens are also, we see a lot of those down here in Dallas. We're used to. So.
Anyways, with that being said, sir,
Sorry.
uh, so I did also see, as far as offensive side of the draft, potentially being able to draft Caden Proctor, the offensive tackle from Alabama. I know we talked about him last week. I could see that happening potentially. Um, but I think the likelihood is them selecting a defensive end, whether that be Mesidor or potentially TJ Parker getting picked.
Yeah.
And naturally, they are linked to the Max Crosby trade rumors, but I really don't think Max is going to get traded.
No, especially with them having the number one pick. The
Yeah.
Raiders. The Raiders, I mean, like with the Raiders getting Fernando Mendoza, I don't,
Yeah, but they got a lot more problems though.
yeah, they need some receivers.
Yeah, they need offensive line help, receivers.
They
Yeah.
might have a good running back. We're not sure yet.
Yeah.
Coach. Um, what about the Bengals edge? Trey Hendrickson.
Well, the only crappy part is he's older. He's like 31, I think.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, 31 to 32. Yeah.
And he wants a new contract. So, like, what does that look like?
Yeah. So he probably wouldn't be like a number 2 edge rusher to a guy like Hutchinson.
I mean, he could as long as he didn't break your bank.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he would be okay with that, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like I don't know. I can't really speak for him, but you figured Trey Hendrickson would want to be on a potential Super Bowl team, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have to take a little bit of a pay cut.
Yeah.
But um, but yeah, that's what I got for the Lions on that end. Uh, I mean, it's either going to be a defensive end or offensive tackle, I think, that they'll pick, but more than likely it's going to be defensive end. So,
And I feel like this first round is shaping up to be like pretty defensive heavy. I mean,
yeah.
I've talked about 4 teams, you've talked about 4 teams, and a lot of them. I mean, I know for sure like 3 of the 4 I've talked about have been defense in the first round.
Yeah, it's a pretty heavy defensive end group, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely a lot of good defensive players on the board early.
Yeah, but just like I'm just saying like there's a big need for defense this year, I feel like.
Yeah, I think a lot of these teams haven't been addressing that. It's been more offensive. And then of course after seeing what Seattle did, I kind
Oh
of
yeah.
I kind of think it flips a switch for some of these teams like, maybe we need to start spending more on our defense and
Yeah.
you know, plug and play some of these offensive guys.
It's a great point, Edge.
But yeah, that's what I got for the
Yeah.
Lions, sir.
Good stuff, man. That's why you're the host, dude. Right there.
Nah, I just try to do my best.
I'm just the I don't know what I am. Co-host.
You know any new news for the NFL? You heard anything?
Uh just the stuff I brought up earlier about Pickens and Aubrey. Um I had planned on bringing that up at this time,
Yeah.
but kind of got brought up earlier. But that was all I had. That was the biggest news of my day because all the radio down here was talking about Pickens getting franchised.
Yeah, I think it's I don't know what it's called, but that where the players grade their team's
Mm-hmm.
stadium and weight room and
Yes.
all that stuff. Did you see the Steelers one?
No.
They got
I
ranked the worst.
I thought they were going to release the full. I thought I had heard they're not going to release the full rankings out of something to do with the CBA.
I don't know, but the Steelers are last. And apparently the Dolphins
Really?
are the best.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that. So why are the Steelers suck? Just facilities, or what does it say?
Yeah, they have 5 bathrooms.
5?
Yes.
Like 5 stalls, or just
Yes, stalls.
God? Can you imagine?
And
Yeah,
so
dude.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about it and I was cracking up so much cuz they're just ripping the Steelers. And they brought up the Spider-Man meme with Mike Tomlin like where he's like holding the train back like
Yeah.
this and having to hold that team together with only 5 stalls. It's just insane.
I can't. I can only imagine like a football team.
Dude, yeah, they like eat at the same time. It's just like they're big people, and it's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Steelers only having 5.
Yeah, but they brought up a good point because the Steelers are owned by like a single owner, so to speak. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's happening in all, no matter what, NBA, MLB, these big conglomerate companies are buying these teams and they have, I
Yeah.
mean, just ungodly amount of money. And these teams that have been, quote, mom and pop
Yeah.
teams like the Lakers, they recently
Oh yeah.
sold.
Yeah.
Uh, the Yankees not so much because they do have multiple owners. Um, obviously the Joneses, that's a family business,
Yeah.
and I know there's other NFL teams and probably some NBA teams as well.
Yeah.
But it's expensive to run these teams, and I'm not saying
It
what like the Steelers are doing is correct or good, but it's hard to compete with some of these other teams for sure.
Yeah, I think I think the money to get into it, to buying one of these teams is just so crazy right now. You have to have multiple investors. Like the Seahawks are obviously there for sale this season. I think they're projected to go for like $8 billion, and
Yeah.
you kind of have to get a lot of people together to come up with that kind of money.
Yeah, if you're not like a Jeff Bezos or some that
Yeah,
type of caliber.
whoever bought the Commanders, I forgot his name, but um, I just they take like one of those guys.
Yeah, isn't it like a group though?
I thought he was a single owner.
Because I
Maybe I'm
thought
wrong.
uh Magic Johnson's part of that
The
group that,
Commanders?
yeah, that bought that.
I just thought it was one guy because they show the guy during the game sometimes. So that's why I kind of thought it was just one guy. Maybe he's just like the
Yeah,
majority owner.
Josh Harris is the principal owner. Uh he is, yeah. So he's the controlling owner. And
Okay.
then they have key limited partners, which do include Magic Johnson.
Okay. So yeah, so I mean, yeah, even that one.
But yeah, I guess it's just, I mean, the guy probably could he could afford a couple extra stalls for sure, but um, I'm sure it's pretty hard to compete with these other guys that are worth crazy amounts of money or have big companies and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Five star.
yeah, it's just insane.
Well, all right, man.
Well, that's all I got, sir.
So NFC South next week.
I feel like we just need to get it over with.
Yeah, we're just moving through the NFC, so let's just do it.
All right. Hmm. Choices.
I don't. God, dude. I want the Bucks.
Son of a bitch.
Give me the Bucks and the Saints.
All right, that's fair.
All right. And what? Who do you have? I leave you
Falcons,
with the Falcons and the.
Falcons and the Panthers.
Thank you. Like who the hell else? Yeah, you got. So I'm sorry, buddy. You want to trade the Saints for the Panthers?
No, you can have Kellen Moore. That's your buddy.
I do love me some Kellen. Hey, man, still like one of the best quarterbacks in college football history.
Dude. Played for Boise State. Get the heck
Played
out
for
of
the
here.
Played for like 8 years. The NC State, and I think he got like, what does he have? Like the most wins or something?
I have no idea.
He
I
has
wouldn't be surprised.
some crazy college record. I can't remember what it is. I'll mention it in my notes.
Yeah, please do.
Write it down.
I'm looking at his Boise State pictures.
It's a lefty.
Yeah. Dude, some of these pictures are hard to look at.
Hey, that man has a Super Bowl ring. Okay.
Yeah, you can't take that away from him, that's for sure.
No, it's got wings on it. Did you see that stupid ring? I can't talk tonight. That stupid ring.
No, I never looked at the Eagles.
Oh, the Eagles ring. Let's see if I
Yeah.
can find a picture of it because it does. It legit has wings that like pop out. Oh my god, dude! Oh my god! What?
Like a serial killer. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, that's not like it's hard to tell, but those things like they pop out. You hit this little button
It's
or
like
whatever.
skis.
Yeah, trying to find a better picture, but I don't know. I saw a video of it.
It's crazy how big these Super Bowl rings are.
It really is, man. Let's see. That one's like that one come through. Yeah, that one's like a little bit better.
Ridiculous looking.
So I used to have this roommate when I lived in Denton, and he worked at Jostens, the ring, and they made the Super Bowl rings there.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, he was working there when Tom Brady was, you know, winning everything. So he got to like. They always like they took your phone. They were very obviously very secretive company or whatever. So he never really got to like take a picture of it, but he would clean them and stuff and get them ready to ship out.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Huh.
Oh man, he probably still works there.
Yeah, that ring looks insane. I guess it's better to look at it from a side view. Makes more sense.
Yeah. Have you found more pictures of it?
Yeah, it's just not a
Yeah.
very it's not a good one, but you can see the concept a lot better.
Yeah. 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 Their actual eagle's wings.
Yeah. Surprised they don't have more pictures like that.
They're so
'Cause it
big.
looks like crap when it's the picture
Actually,
on top.
yeah.
All right, man. Let's wrap her up.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, as always, thank you for tuning in on another episode of the State of Football Show. Next week, we're going to be going over the NFC South. So that'll be the best division to go over.
Oh, you can't. No, everybody's gonna be on pins and needles, just waiting for this.
Yeah.
This
Everyone's
game's
going to
always
need a good cup of coffee.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. Drink some coffee. Get a monster, maybe.
Yeah. White Monster.
Obviously.
Alrighty. I'll see you later.
Bye.